So, apparently Ubisoft is up for acquisition, at least according to the talks going on behind the scenes. I'm not sure who will end up walking away, and to be honest, it might not even be the whole studio or the whole publishing, like basically all of Ubisoft that would be up for sale. I think based on the people who are in power, they don't want to give up their power. They're going to try their best not to give up their power. Because these guys seem like they just want to, I don't know, do whatever the hell they were doing, but continuously. I don't understand the minds behind or the brains behind Ubisoft that are making all these bad decisions and why they're doing it. But I could definitely see them trying to sell the IP or sell the parts of the company off so they can stay afloat and maybe, get some cash inflow so they can, maybe make a comeback or something along those lines. So, and on top of that, a lot of people were saying, "Oh God, not another publisher acquisition by Microsoft." I don't think Microsoft would want to acquire Ubisoft, partially because their games haven't been good lately. Second, because they have cloud gaming rights. Ubisoft has the cloud gaming rights of ABK for 15 years. If they were to try and acquire them, they would have to find someone else to buy those rights or get those rights, and that could be a pain. That could take time. So yeah, there could be issues there. And another aspect of how many employees Ubisoft has. They have like 15 to 20,000 employees. Think about that for a sec. ABK had about 10,000 or a little over 10,000. They would be buying like 50 to 100% more employees. I don't think Microsoft would want to do that. So, especially after all their layoffs that's been going on lately, I just don't see them wanting to acquire that many developers. So maybe individual studios from Ubisoft, maybe IP of Ubisoft. I think that's probably where you're gonna see the acquisition happen. And if this does go through, like they actually do acquire something, that's my phone by the way. If they do end up, acquiring Ubisoft or parts of Ubisoft, it's probably not going to be anytime soon. You're probably looking at maybe later this year as being like the earliest possible time for that announcement or acquisition. Unless they've already been working on it for like a year or so. And, maybe then. But if they're just having their talks around now, like maybe like the last month or so, I would say earliest possible time frame would be next year. Maybe if you're lucky, like not lucky, but like if they're much like there's not much negotiation, and they just say, hey, here's our offer, take it or leave it, and they offer a decent a good price, then maybe then it might speed it up, but they would probably have to go through legal, like lawyers are gonna have to go through tons and tons of documents and all this other stuff to make sure there ain't going to be as issues. But if it's only a studio or part of this company, maybe it's not as much work, so maybe it could be quicker then. So then I could potentially see a later this year announcement, and that's assuming it goes through. The deal doesn't fall apart. But yeah, I just don't see Microsoft wanting to deal with Ubisoft for their whole company. There's better publishers and studios out there that they could be spending their money on than Ubisoft. Doesn't matter if Ubisoft has a lot of good IP. They can just say, hey, you know what? You're suffering. How about you let us buy some of your IP? And maybe they work out a little deals like, okay, we'll hire one of your studios to work on one of our games. You get some consistent money flowing in from this as well, on top of the whatever IP that they're buying. It could be something along those lines. Who knows? But until we actually do find out, or we may never find out, that's all I really got to talk about. And like I said, it's talks, it's rumors. Take all this stuff with a grain of salt, because you never know what's going to happen here, and it might not even be true. Although based on how Ubisoft is, it's probably true. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.